Hello, I'm Jasmine Rajak with the Midday News. The Conservation and Environment Protection Authority and Papua New Guinea Customs Services have a collaborative working relationship in enforcing Papua New Guinea's environmental laws and international trade obligations, particularly in areas related to environmental protection, border security, hazardous waste, and chemical management. This week, both entities signed a memorandum of understanding to enforce restrictions on the import and export of certain specimens, products, and goods. The signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Conservation and Environment Protection Authority and Papua New Guinea Customs Services cements a partnership that is crucial for monitoring and controlling the movement of protected species, hazardous substances, and regulated products to safeguard PNG's natural environment and public health. The establishment of the MOU now enforces restrictions on the importation and exportation of specimens, products, and goods declared under Environment Act 2000, Crocodile Trade Act, Fauna Act, and International Trade Act was initiated in 2016 to help formalize and enhance the cooperation between the two agencies under the respective laws.
MOA further enhances our ongoing collaboration. It's not that we've not worked together before. We've always worked together, but it just reinforces our working partnership and cooperation. So.
The MOU strengthens enforcement mechanisms for several environmental issues, including the protection and conservation of endangered species and prevention of the illegal trade in regulated under the Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species framework. It also helps strengthen the control and regulations on the trade of ozone-depleting substances, synthetic greenhouse gases, refrigerants, and equipment that are designed to use or contain these chemicals, further demonstrating PNG's alignment to the Montreal Protocol Treaty.
MOU, it's very critical that it will ensure our working in partnership to ensure that we control the burnt substance. One important achievement that we have achieved in the last couple of months is the recently signing of the environment ozone depleting substance under the Montreal Protocol. The Parliament has ratified that one, and it is a milestone achievement for SAPA to assist in combating climate change.
Furthermore, this collaboration will also ensure PNG's compliance with international commitments and enhance PNG's environmental governance. 15 candidates are running for the Rigo Coastal President seat in the 2025 local level government election. The youngest is 28-year-old Norman Laka, who hails from Gabonais and Taruba village. Laka believes there are broken systems that need the right leadership to make these systems work again, much of which is related to service delivery. He also believes the youth of Rigo District Coast should be empowered to be catalysts for change. Mosi Taugao is the only female contesting the seat. She is from Gaba Gaba village. Her campaign motto is Better Future for Family, Community, and Rigo. LLG election campaigns will run for 80 days period, which will begin on April the 24th and ends July the 11th. Polling commences the 12th of July 2025. The Morobe provincial government launched a number of ambitious projects at Watarai's Makam district on Tuesday, May the 6th. Among the 8 projects launched were ICT Tower and e-library, Morobe's solar power system, and a proposed Watarai's Regional Growth Center, or township, that will service the highways of Ley, Midday, and Highlands.
The Morobe provincial government, under the direction of Governor Luther Wenge, conducted a groundbreaking ceremony on Tuesday, May 6th, symbolizing the launch of 8 different projects. Deputy Provincial Administrator Infrastructure, Kisu Lucas, outlined that the projects included the ICT Tower and e-library project, where 2 million kina has been allocated to conduct surveys before 20 ICT towers are built. The 20 towers, estimated to cost between 20 and 30 million kina in total, will be constructed in partnership with the National Information and Communication Technology Authority Universal Access and Service Fund. The provincial government has allocated 2 million kina in this year's budget to commence surveys in the districts of Makam, Nawai, Finchafen, Bulolo, Tewaisiasi, Minyama, Wawaria and Huon Gulf. The other project is K92 Mine Royalties Recognition for Waterise landowners, a solar power project, a Waterise Regional Growth Center, a cocoa downstream processing facility, proposed PNG University of Technology lectures on food technology, and cattle range development projects. The proposed Waterise Growth Center will serve as a township housing a commercial hub as well, located at the junction between the Midday and Highlands highways. This project, however, is subject to clan vetting and registration of an incorporated land group, with Lucas saying the provincial government will assist with the processes. Currently, different groups are claiming ownership of the area where the growth center is going to be built on. All the projects are also subject to funding availability and approval by the respective district development authorities. The provincial administration admitted that the groundbreaking event was rushed as the governor needed it to eventuate on May 6th. This means that the details of each project are yet to be fine-tuned, including consultation with the respective open MPs. Kamala Guare, TV1 News, Lae.
The National Capital District Provincial Health Authority continues to champion equal opportunity and gender equity by empowering young women to build careers in information and communication technology. Through its IT division, NCD-PHA has partnered with Don Bosco Technical Institute in Port Moresby to provide hands-on training opportunities for students pursuing studies in ICT. These on-job training placements allow students to apply classroom knowledge in real-world settings, equipping them with the practical skills necessary to advance their careers. In addition to ICT, NCD-PHA continues to provide practical training placements for students from nursing and technical colleges, reinforcing its commitment to education, capacity building, and workforce development. Turning abroad, a call service for new and expecting parents facing perinatal and infant mental health symptoms has seen a rise in the number of men seeking help. WEN is a short-term support line which has connected thousands of callers with local counsellors since it launched 3 years ago. The service is encouraging men to start conversations and access support during the early stages of parenthood.
For as long as he can remember, Lachlan knew he wanted to be a dad.
When she got there, the fire was out.
But in the weeks after his son was born, the stress of the situation saw his mental health decline.
I was in fight or flight mode, and that there was no real end to what was happening for me.
He was referred to 4WEN.
You've got the 4WEN helpline. You're speaking with Erin. How can I help?
A national helpline connecting new and expecting parents with local support.
I think I was familiar with postnatal depression within mothers in particular. I'd never really heard that term used for fathers or secondary carers before.
Oh, that sounds really tough.
The service has had an influx of callers since it launched just over 3 years ago, especially among men.
It can be really hard for men to reach out for support, and particularly in the perinatal period where they might see their needs as secondary to their partners, so they kind of take a bit of a back role.
The team will often call parents back to check on their well-being
Struggling in terms of relationship
at one of the busiest points in their life.
If dads don't reach out for support, then it's going to impact the whole family.
Counsellor Sean Manair is also starting to see more men with symptoms.
A lot of men are probably under the impression that this is an amazing time and being a new father is this incredible experience, and then the baby arrives and they don't feel that.
He says withdrawing from everyday activities and changes to diet and sleep are among the early warning signs.
Postnatal depression in men is a bit of an abstract concept that people just haven't really thought of up until the point that they're experiencing it.
About 1 in 10 Australian men experience mental health symptoms during the pregnancy phase or within their child's first 12 months. And with more services available, it means seeking help has never been easier.
And that phone call proceeded to change my life and our lives in a positive way.
Victoria's new Chief Police Commissioner promises to restore community faith in the force by tackling rising crime while acting with integrity. The government's hoping its decision to appoint from outside Australia will refresh both frontline police and command.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Kia ora and greetings.
And he hails from across the ditch. Mike Bush becoming the first foreign recruit to lead Victoria Police.
And my mission is to ensure that everyone, again within the state of Victoria, not only is safe, but feels safe.
Mr Bush led New Zealand Police from 2014 to 2020, overseeing the Christchurch massacre response and the White Island tragedy. He comes with a crime prevention record.
Public trust went up and crime went down.
You will find a guy who goes after the bad guys and pursues them and gives his men and women the tools needed to be very, very effective.
It's been a tumultuous period at Police Command, with Shane Patton resigning after a no-confidence motion. Mike Bush walks into the job with the state facing rising crime rates and youth lawlessness, an issue he tackled in New Zealand.
Providing interventions and opportunities for young people, and that's why it's a real partnership thing. It's not just for police to address that issue. It's a community issue, it's a government issue.
There's a wealth of challenges that confront Mike Bush at Victoria Police: low morale, poor culture, and the recruitment and retention of staff. The decision to look outside Victoria was deliberate. The fresh set of eyes is what the government wants and needs to shake up the force.
I think it was probably disappointing that we couldn't find somebody locally to do the job, but who'd want it, quite frankly.
We're optimistic that with change comes new opportunities for our members and for the Victorian community. And we've got morale and wellbeing issues in our force that are impeding our capacity to get out there and prevent crime.
Mike Bush will take the reins in late June. He's already eyeing off changes, both cultural and on the ground.
We actually exist to prevent crime and harm. So yeah, we will be taking a different look at that as to how we do that. There'll definitely be more visibility.
The Premier is banking on it.
Back home in sports, touch football is amongst a few sports in Port Moresby that have no permanent venue to host their competitions. They run their competitions on fields available to them at any one time, either at the Sir John Guy's Stadium or Murray Barracks. The National Capital District Commission has stepped in to assist with a venue to run touch football competitions. Simon Nwabo, NCDC representative and chairman of NCD Touch Association, highlighted that the city authority has promised to build a venue specifically for touch football to help grow the sport. Nwabo said touch footy is one of the best performing codes in the country. Information on when the venue will be is built yet to be disclosed. And that ends the Midday News. Do join us at 6 tonight for the main bulletin. Bye now.
Nipla Mambla Papa Ningunita Sol. Man is in the Inoka Petri long, really long, 110 long, not a country. Nipla Mambla walking Kaketa Sol, Nipla Mambla making sing along, fighting Kundukaramuta Sol. Nipla in a shower, picture Sambla, worship Samarina, Pomna, Catrisna. Nipla in down at Intasol.
Then as you stand there, a small line of men march past you. They're going the other way. They're carrying a stretcher. And one of them says to you, cheery like,
"Good day, master." "Good day, mate."
"Good day, mate." Yes, he and all his cobbers. They're all your mates in this show. Sure, his skin's black, his hair is fuzzy and his English pigeon, but he's your mate all right.
There they go. The fuzzy-wuzzy angels.
Remember it, soldier? The Kokoda Trail, 1942.
Right now, this is something now. Japani printing the cycle me pla, ami black long. One something emilaki kisim or crown me plan or emilaki sim lukati me plan now. Maybe I know killer.
東軍道道赤道を越えて新作戦を行い、豪州領ビスマルク諸島に初の第二飛翔機3として翻る。遠く古国を後に2500マイル、護送船団の戦場には敵前上陸を間近に控えた勇士が白田式も凛々しく甲板に整列。遥か北の方皇居を擁拝すれば、一子報国に準ずる将兵の決意ビルにあふれて、赤道直下に皇軍の息はますます上がりました。
Barusi come first time. Now people are doing Barusi around nothing. People are looking Barusi start beyond all the ship. You go in up long Mamba, you go in up long Tufi. This inside the Solva is black all the ship that's all. Warship. Tribal warship. Dutch. All the come down. Come on top. Now people are looking Garnic, fall up, shoot number long on top. All the made my place, all the don't know why. Cut them head bro, the way you go on top of man. Now only thing money die. No money slip. Now people put it. Tomorrow you mean die. Night you mean die.
我は今なおも春動を続ける豪州方面の敵軍に対し反復攻撃、これを爆砕戦とす。一子報告、もとより生還を期するものなし。行く者送る者、思いはすでにはるか洋上遠く敵地上空に飛ぶ。バクバクたる雲海をついて新鋭攻撃機ひとたび南海の大空に羽ばたけば我に歯向かう敵へなし。
When the bombs fell and destroyed our homes, we were forced to go into other people's villages. But you know, they would ask, who are you? Are you beggars? Have you no shame? Are you birds from the sea that have no place to land?
Bome pone kan na no kamu peda tahu nama mahu tadi bome pone kan tulis ni kan wada heo ka heo haida guri pau haida beda ai pe ma guri tai ke adi traba Japan se bani kan mesin kan wada ka bi pone bombe tai ni kai tabe un ka hai tabe soldier se bani kan wana ke me huwa ya se e ha tor kone tahu ni bode dio wana ga live ini het e heo wala gari tano matano mahege Tina tu batena kula kaya already make out Japanese my manicani. I pick up about Latin. Hey, well, one I give it a body, but hell, bona. I had your mamma, one I give my lower. He already remember it.
We saw so many of them coming in. 1 million Americans, 300,000 Japanese, 500,000 Australians, almost one foreign soldier for every man, woman, and child in our country.
We went in with damn near everything. Bulldozers, sawmills, canned turkeys, ice cream. 8,000 men on Woodlark, 40,000 at Torquay, places that had hardly ever seen a white man before. On Nissan, we put 16,000 men, 45,000 tons of equipment. We figured one more Marine and the whole island would have sunk.
The young men were carried away, taken away. Coming in, force the young men to join, come and be in the war, be carriers, laborers, that sort of thing. And when they were sick, if they fell ill, they wouldn't take them back to the village, but they take them to Gemo Hospital, and some of the young men died outside. And the families didn't know about the deaths of these husbands. And later, when they found out, they just cried their eyes out, and that was it. All of the young men in the village went. Only the old people. The old and what the army thought useless were left behind. Any young man who was able, from the age of 14, 15, 16, 17, just took them away. 14, 15.
The people made up songs. I left my house to go to war. I was thinking of my loving wife. I'm leaving you for some years, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to come back again.
Are you a small business owner or just starting up? Need mobile plans for your team and Wi-Fi internet for your office? But also need flexibility, simplicity, and value? Then the Digicel SME Club is for you. Digicel's SME Club will keep your business connected with the best rates in PNG, affordable mobile plans with unlimited in-group calls, SMS, plus international minutes. Enjoy fast, reliable internet tailored for your business, starting from just 375 kina per month. With Digicel's SME Club, there are no contracts and no security deposit. Just seamless 24/7 dedicated customer support, a loyalty rewards program, and monthly discounts when you pay your bill using Digicel Cell Money. Keep your business connected and thriving with Digicel's SME Club. Contact us today on 7373-0000 or dial 126 for details. Your business deserves the best. Join Digicel's SME Club today.
Every time you dig out here.
Holy something moved in there.
This was put here. Ha! You got a skull? Like a human skull?
We've always believed that gold is cursed.
Ouch,
Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch starts Thursday, May 15 on Discovery.
I'm
If the Bung train didn't bring the ammunition and the food up, we didn't fight and we didn't eat. If the Bungs didn't get the wounded out, they died. We used to say, no Bung, no battle.
南の第一線ニューギニア。今まで米の作り方さえ知らなかった原住民たちが日本の兵隊さんの指導によって米の生産にこんな見事な成果を見せました。今流す汗の食料自給、これだけでも共栄圏建設へ大きな協力を果たしているのです。
Japanese mo yawa adira daud ingo berabu dego sette. Sette na ko emo be da basa buita gaisi da a jabo sa deti. Embe o sori ai ama mutira. Jabo se yesa sore mo daisi digete fo ai ma mutira.
Emo da grupo ita era.
Ama mutira ko emo da kero tenembo. Awa mo Japan le bas pira di tisa tira. Atate un jao setira, kanjire setira. Setira gaya ga yesa ai setira. Na ilojine na. Na ilojine.
Yesa setira kote turtara ai sina.
Na ilojine Japan asa setira. Ilojine na. Awa setira ledi setira. Foreign be sadi agi. Ledi sira. Ako su Japan game setira. Ya, foreign be sadi tira. Ai, kiski sira. Ako no be tandi chora sette to ko. Ai no be daga diti jari ke na diti sawari ke na diti ambe ke na nai sochi la sette na. Nai sochi na. Ko gari da ro. Ko mo gaya.
長い航海を終えて無事基地へ到着した一行をたくさんのパプア人が出迎えています。
これ違うんだこれは。菅谷カムカム。菅谷カムカム言わんとカムアップ。言わんとカムアップ。
Tell him wave you go. Wave you go, talk, hurry up, come.
Hurry up, come.
Go.
言わんとハリアップカム。
Good.
で、これも。
You come home and play talk.
M.
Good. Thank you.
チム。サンキューだねと。もうサンキューだよ。いや応接間あって応接間。そこに応接間なんだ。